Well, for decades now, Rainbow Push has helped city, state, and national leaders come together to honor the life and the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And this Monday marks the 35th time that Rainbow Push will host the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Breakfast. And with us now is Reverend Dr. Jeanette Wilson. You have so many titles there at Push. You're a senior advisor to Reverend Jackson. You're also the national director for Push Excellence. Welcome in this morning.
Thank you. Glad to be here again.
Glad that you're here with us. All right, so first let's just get the breakfast out of the way. You're sold out, but what's the theme this year and what's it all about?
Well, it's where do we go from here? Chaos or community? That was Dr. King's, the title of Dr. King's last book. Really a powerful message for us in these times with war on several continents and violence surrounding us, and then the challenges that we face in education and the level of poverty that we're witnessing in America.
Okay, and I have been to several of your events before. Last year I was so inspired by the oratory and just so much that you bring. But let's talk about the day of service, because that's what people can still join in on, right?
We want everyone to join us. If you're anywhere near Push headquarters, 930 East 50th Street, it's a day of service, a day of action, and a day of training. We have Jim Wallace, who founded Sojourners Magazine. He's going to come and be in a roundtable leadership breakfast, unity breakfast with Dr. Otis Moss III, Reverend Charlie Dates at the he took over House of Hope and Progressive, and several women. We have several women that are now heading seminaries in the city. The head of McCormick Theological Seminary, Dr. Maisha Handy, and the head of the Northern Baptist Seminary, and Beth Johnson. So it's going to be a great conversation with civic, elected, and interfaith leaders talking about uniting together to move our country, our city forward.
And if someone wants to take part in the day of service, what's a quick way for them to?
All they need to do is go to rainbowpush.org and register now. It's free to register, and we're going to do some service kits for Larabita Hospital. We have about 100 young people coming to pack Larabita packages and give gift cards, get well cards to children that are at Larabita. We're also going to go to a shelter because we want to highlight, we have to do something about this level of homelessness and poverty in Chicago.
And one thing I want to touch on is, even though the breakfast is sold out, because y'all bring people out for sure, you talk about young people, it made me think about the college scholarships. And so even if the breakfast is sold out, people can still support young people,
right? Absolutely. We use this breakfast to pay for scholarships and for many of our programs at Push Excel, our STEM program. We want every child to be ready in science, technology, engineering, and math. Also, we're dealing with financial literacy. And so on Saturday, we're going to have a highlight of a book from Ariel Capital about financial literacy for students. So we're going to do that. And young people, they're going to be there Saturday. All the teenagers are coming, and we're going to talk about what would Dr. King be doing today. You're 16, you're 15, you're 14, you're 13. What do you think about Dr. King? What do you know about him? So they're going to have conversations. They're going to tell us what they see.
It's good to hear from them, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, we have all the information here on the breakfast on the screen. I know it's sold out. So again, go on their website if you want to take part in a day of service, though. Reverend Dr. Jeanette Wilson, thank you for coming.
And Ben Jealous is going to be here.
Who is?
Ben Jealous.
Okay.
He will be here for the breakfast, and you can watch the breakfast live on YouTube.
Look,
Rainbow
there we go.
Push YouTube.
You can join in that way. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and week ahead.
Yes.